weil er genau vor so einer Kulisse wie hier in München spielen möchte. Herzlich willkommen, Noppi, Danny Noppert! Danny Noppert nimmt es auf mit dem einzigen polnischen Starter hier beim German Darts Grand Prix. Der Mann hat eine tolle Entwicklung in den letzten 18 Monaten genommen, konnte im vergangenen Jahr überraschend das World Masters bei der BDO gewinnen und hat auch in diesem Jahr seinen ersten BDC-Titel eingefahren. Die Rede ist vom Polish Eagle Christoph Ratajski. Und Caller dieses Matches ist der Mann, der vorgestern noch in der Premier League unterwegs war, Hugh Ware.
Well, Hugh Ware is here, so we do have a second referee after the problems that Russ Bray had in getting here. Which is a shame because we'll be denied getting to see Russ in his full Bavarian lederhosen outfit, and I tell you it is quite the sight. You're going to have to put up with just Elmar in the lederhosen. But more importantly, this right here, Noppert v Ratajski, might well be a first on the Euro Tour. I don't think we've ever seen two reigning BDO major champions going head-to-head in a first-round game on the Euro Tour. I'm racked my brains trying to think of another example. I don't think we've seen it. It is a titanic clash here in Munich between Christoph Ratajski, the world master, and the Finders master, Danny Noppert, in a brutal section of the draw, because the winner of this will face the number 6 seed and Champions League of Darts winner, Mensur Suljovic. For me, it's the standout tie of the day. It's third on in the afternoon. We've got 2,500 German fans here at the Zenith in Munich for the Polish Eagle and Noppi. Chris Murphy alongside me for it.
Yeah, really, really looking forward to this one. Between two players who both had their best day on the same day in 2018 when Christoph Ratajski won the 6th UK Open qualifier in Wigan, joining the exclusive club of players to have won a PDC title despite not having a tour card, and the fact that he doesn't have a tour card could well be down to the man that he's facing today, Dan.
Yeah, well, they've played each other a couple of times. Once was in the BDO, the Hal Masters. Danny Noppert won that one. And they did meet at Q School as well. And it was late in the day in Hildesheim, a quarter-final. And Noppert won it. He didn't go on and claim his tour card outright, but the points he accumulated that day meant that he did pick it up once all the permutations were calculated at the end of it. Obviously, Ratajski missed out, but the 6 UK Open qualifiers, the only Pro Tour events he's played this year, until this one, I mean, he's picking up more than £2,000 on average per event. Obviously, there's 10 grand for winning one of them. But, I mean, that is phenomenal. 2 quarterfinals as well.
Well, he just needs to win this match to maintain that average. Danny Noppert's had a quarterfinal. It was that day when Ratajski won his UK Open qualifier. Noppert beaten by Gurney in the quarterfinals, a man that Christoph then went on to beat in the decider. But it was a very, very impressive run, wasn't it? Corey Cadby and Rob Cross done for on the way as well. But as much as we say and make the point, and rightly so, that it's a non-tour card holder winning, we also made the point on the day that it wasn't much of a surprise.
No, well, look, you watched the Euro Tour last year, you've seen Christoph Ratajski playing some world-class stuff.
180! He rather made that point for you there, and he's left himself handy for a break of throw, as long as he doesn't go the Max Hop route of busting the 83.
Christoph, you require 83.
The Hop through, Humphreys through. 16. Leaves the bull.
58.
Saw a couple of brilliant bullseye finishes in the previous match from Max Hop.
Just saw the flight move on that 60, didn't you? You just think maybe he caught it. Double 8.
Games on the first
Very,
leg.
very solid.
Ratajski. Second leg, Christoph to throw first. Game on.
Christoph plying his trade on the Challenge Tour. Made a final last weekend and a semi-final.
130 seconds.
Because he didn't play the opening Challenge Tour weekend, he's not quite high enough in the rankings to be coming and making up the numbers at the next Players' Championship weekend. Not far off. A couple of people withdraw, and I think he'll get the phone call.
80.
That was a very important run that Noppert had, wasn't it, in the UK Open qualifier?
140.
Because he hadn't had the best start to his Pro Tour career, but that quarter-final run got him in the UK Open finals. And he's played some decent stuff on the Pro Tour, and as you said earlier, Danny, it wouldn't be surprised to see him challenging at the business end of those and these tournaments.
He's undoubtedly a talent. I mean, former Lakeside finalist, not just that Finder Masters win he got.
Yeah, we've seen him perform well at the Grand Slam as well.
100.
Beaten by the odd leg by Gary Anderson a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he's undoubtedly a talented player, and Ratajski has shown that if you've got talent,
59.
the opportunities are there for you to go and show it against the best the PDC has to offer. Ratajski did it all last year on the Euro Tour. He did it in the UK Open qualifiers this year. Noppert wants treble 17 and ball. Won't get it.
Well, still an opportunity here to break back.
137.
Ratajski needs a couple of trebles.
134.
Oh dear.
20 seconds. Danny, you require 24.
Might not see a worse visit from Christoph Ratajski than that in the entire match.
Well, that's no help.
That's some help.
Could be.
12.
It wasn't, and I'm not sure if again it caught the flight there, because
Seemed some movement in that second dart, didn't there?
$52. Danny, you require 12.
a bit of anger in that last start from the Polish Eagle. Usually doesn't give much away, does he, in terms of facial expression.
Is that awkward?
Games on the second leg.
Awkward
Danny
enough.
Noppert. Third leg, Danny to throw first. Game on.
So following this, Nathan Aspinall against Steve Lennon in a game that has the potential to be quite fantastic. Two players that we'll be keeping an eye on their progress in 2018. Then Mike Langendorf takes on Keegan Brown.
120.
Well, it's not the first time that a dart's bounced out today. We saw Willie O'Connor having trouble in that section earlier on. Noppert denied the maximum. And then we'll have those rearranged fixtures to complete this afternoon's session. We had Ryan Meikle, Steve West and Darren Webster all having to fly out today because of yesterday's airport problems. They take on Scott Taylor, Paul Rowley and Jan Decker respectively.
58.
8 more matches this evening, including James Wade, Jermaine Watermina, Martin Schindler, Stephen Bunting, Johnny Clayton and Adrian Lewis. The one going on now is the one that we perhaps looked forward to most. Hasn't really sparked off yet, has it?
No, not entirely. But it could do at any moment.
Well, now.
180. 95. Danny, you
Big
require
finishers sat in front of these
143.
two.
$84. Christoph, you require 170. $98. Danny, you require 59.
Just making sure the scorers had the right numbers there. 59 is required.
$49.
But he's not got. And
Christoph,
Christoph,
you require 72.
for what would be a third consecutive break of throw. 20 for tops. Needs to go over the top of that one, or maybe to the left.
52.
Went straight over the top of it, but
Danny, you require 10.
could not find double top.
Noppert's already missed 8 darts at double. But it's not a long shot that Ratajski will return, because he's
No
having
score.
real problems on the outer ring.
Christoph, you require 20.
Mm.
15.
Oh, and he's thrown out the board.
Danny, you require
Well,
10.
well. Silly darts from Christoph Ratajski. Anybody can miss a
Game
couple
from
of
the
doubles,
third leg. Danny Noppert.
but he just relieved a little bit of
Complex
pressure
Christoph
there on
to
Danny
the first.
Noppert.
Yeah,
Game on.
Noppert punishing the petulant Paul.
First hold of throw we've seen in this one.
83.
And you're right, it's very rare that we see Christoph do anything like that. He's usually very calm, just authoritative.
Yeah, business-like, isn't he, Christoph Ratajski? But a couple of times in this match he's
140.
tossed a last dart in anger, and that time it got him in a pickle in the end. Noppert took the shot out anyway, but
93.
at no stage should you ever waste a dart.
Easier said than done in the heat
60.
of battle. And just look at the difference between how these two guys
58.
darts enter the board. Christoph, very solid, always going in at the same angles. They just look reliable. He knows how his darts are behaving. Noppert, you see, they kick up anyway, but they do seem to kick over to one side, some more than others.
77.
Yeah, they seem to wobble a bit as they land as well. They
Yeah.
just do look a bit precarious. I've not really seen these darts fall out, but
97.
And it might just be the difference between one dart at double somewhere where he gets a strange deflection or it doesn't quite behave how he expects it, and it could be the difference between winning and losing a leg and indeed the match.
well, we've seen twice in this match his darts clip the flight of
100.
another dart and
Christoph, you require 170.
be diverted from its path. Second time Ratajski's left 170, and for the second time he's not going to take it out. So a chance here for
94.
Noppert to really reverse his fortunes in this match, having been broken in the first
Danny,
leg.
you require 124.
Makeable shot, only one treble needed for a dart at the bull. He's got it. It is the bull. And it is a beauty from Danny Noppert.
And it rather illustrated the point we were making, that those
Fifth
kind of
leg,
shots where
Danny
his darts
to
don't need to be anywhere near
Game
each
on.
other will perhaps suit Danny Noppert slightly better.
Well, I've only commentated on a handful of Danny Noppert's games on the Pro Tour this year.
135.
And obviously his darts do stick up, but they do seem to be pointing in odd directions more than normal today. not stopped him taking a 3-1 lead, but this is
57.
not the best we're seeing from either man here. Normally, Krzysztof Ratajski is so solidly around that mid to high 90 average. He's nowhere near that at the minute. I mean, he's not helped by some poor finishing from both men.
Yeah, the most impressive performance so far came from Luke Humphries in the opening
41.
match. He averaged
95.
Yeah,
in the
over
end, I think.
95, yes. A good game without huge averages in the match that we've just seen between Hopp and Rodriguez.
100.
And it was a couple of brilliant bull finishes for Max Hopp that won him that match. So that could well turn out to be mirrored in this one. Noppert just having landed the bullseye for the 1-2-4.
100.
Well, the scoring just hasn't been there for Krzysztof so far in this game. I know we're 4.5 legs into it. They've both had a 180, but
26.
Chris, I mean, he's just not even stayed straight, and the trebles aren't there for him. He has had only 4 scores. Here we go. Krzysztof Ratajski. Not been piling the tons and ton 40s.
100.
Being outdone on that 130 plus count. If you just look at straight tons, or 100 plus scores for Krzysztof, he's only had 4 in the entire game, compared to
59.
13 from
Danny
Noppert.
require
If you had
125.
money invested in a Krzysztof Ratajski average sweepstake, you'd want the 94 to 98 section.
You
wouldn't
definitely would. Oh, look at this.
85.
Took out the 1-2-4, couldn't take out the 1-2-5, but he is coming back because Krzysztof, after 4 visits, is not in halfway down from 501. It's not what you expect from Krzysztof Ratajski, who's just his
59.
range has not been found.
40.
Well, Noppert's range on the doubles has not been fantastic. He had that bullseye at the first attempt, but on the outer ring,
Game
missed a
from
dozen
the
darts
fifth
before
leg.
finding
Danny Noppert. 6th leg Krzysztof to
double top.
first. Game on.
but he really is in command now.
Who is this Krzysztof Ratajski? He's not
59.
the world master and Euro Tour ninja that we saw last year, the man who won one of the UK Open qualifiers at the start of this year.
I wonder if the players look at the fixture list like we do. I wonder if they're aware that this is the biggest game of the
137.
opening day. Because it can add to the pressure, can't it? Knowing that you are
137.
topping the bill. It's a bit like, you look forward to the Man United against Man City or match of the day and it's a 0-0 ball draw because Mourinho's parked the bus. I'm not suggesting that the players are playing defensively in this match,
Well,
but
yeah.
it's not.
100.
You don't really have that option in darts, do you? Can't just take a 4-1 lead and Danny Noppert takes the board off the wall and goes into the corner and plays out time.
The players have been accused of not
45.
playing almost too carefully sometimes, just trying to survive. And you're right, you've got to go for it. You've got to hit the winning double. You've got to go all-out attack.
Well, at the minute, Krzysztof Ratajski is not doing
140.
anywhere near enough attacking because Danny Noppert has left 124 to break the Ratajski throw for the second time in this match.
60.
And he took it out last
Danny
time. He doesn't even
require
need to go for it in the
124.
bullseye route this time.
Well, he's got a much better record on the ball than he has on the other doubles in this match, so he might well fancy having another shot at it. Did go across for the treble 18.
56.
Now, Kirk Bevans in the previous match, a referee told Max Hopp he required 305 at one point. I'm not sure it'd be wise for Hugh Ware to do that with Krzysztof Ratajski.
140.
That's a bit more like it for
Danny
Ratajski.
requires 68.
Doesn't look like the kind of guy you want to upset, does he, Ratajski?
Not today, certainly.
May well be upset by Danny Noppert. He's only going to have one dart at double as Ratajski waits and hopes. Not sure he was aiming for the 8 there.
28. Krzysztof, he requires 60.
Now then, Krzysztof. perhaps just to settle himself down. Double 10.
Games on the sixth leg.
Well,
Ratajski.
he does close the gap.
First, game on.
Great skewers of unidentified German snack food being passed around here in the Zenith in Munich.
60.
Did see the place that was selling those. I'm still none the wiser what they actually are.
$59.
Sorry, I was going to respond. I'm just finishing my skewer of meat.
140.
Well, at the minute, Danny Noppert looks likely to record a third career win in 3 games against Christoph Ratajski, the world master, who it looks as downbeat as I've seen him. Mind you, he is playing as poor darts as I've seen him in PDC darts.
They're averaging less than 80 now, Crystal. Maybe Noppert is
58.
the nemesis for the Polish Eagle. But yeah, it is a rare occurrence. Some 20 points below what he usually produces.
Inexplicable. Maybe he's been rocked by not qualifying for every single Euro Tour, which is pretty much what he did last year. Eastern European qualifier, dominated by Christoph Ratajski.
140.
Well, Noppert's going to have
45.
a couple of visits
Danny
to
require 103.
clean this up. And that would leave Christoph needing to win 4 consecutive legs.
87.
Well, Noppert's not hit the heights that we know he can reach, but he is benefiting from this lacklustre display from Christoph Ratajski. I mean, he won't care.
100.
He won't be quite happy about it.
Danny requires 16.
In fact, there is a Polish saying: "Nie mój siek, nie moja małpa." Know what that one is?
I'm not sure I'm going to believe whatever you tell me, but go ahead.
12.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
require
Basically, I don't care.
152.
Not my problem that Christoph's playing rubbish. Just go about my business. And he didn't even look likely to take out the 152, did he?
94.
No, but
Danny require 4.
We keep saying Noppert's not looked very likely on doubles. Somehow he's managed to hit 4 of them.
Oh, God, surely he's not going to hit it from there.
2.
See, hey,
Christoph, you require 58.
made that terrifically hard for himself. And could Christoph somehow come from nowhere and nick this one?
18.
Well, it's not his circus,
Danny
Dan, is it? Not his
2.
monkeys.
Games on the 7th leg. Danny Noppert.
Well, he won it
Christoph to
eventually,
the first.
somehow, and he is edging towards the finishing line, but in what we have billed as the game of the day, it has been horrific stuff on the doubles from the pair of them. We have seen 29 missed darts at double between these two. If you told Danny Noppert that you're going to beat the world master hitting fewer than 1 in 5 darts at double over the course of the game, I would imagine he'd have laughed at you.
The standout moment was the 1-2-4 check-out where he hit the bullseye sweet as a nut.
Yeah, that was to open up a couple of legs gap, and then he's just plodded on.
140.
Has been a plod, hasn't it? He's been allowed to plod by the uncharacteristic display of this man, who even managed to make a good score look bad on that turn. think we should just stop
57.
building matches up. We've got Nathan Aspinall against Steve Lennon next. That's going to be rubbish.
Yeah, I already said there's going to be loads of 180s in there, so I'll revise that and say no 180s will be hit in that match. The Euro Tour, even if you have a game which doesn't quite live up to the billing, there's always one round the corner that does or surpasses expectations. That's why it's the best thing in PDC darts, the European Tour.
Well, it was certainly a fantastic start to the 2018 edition of the Euro Tour last weekend in Leverkusen. Some absolutely brilliant matches.
99.
A lot of them
Christoph, you require
involving
82.
James Wade, who we'll see this evening.
Wonderful dart. That's not
Game shot the eighth
absolutely
leg.
textbook finish from
Ratajski.
Christoph Ratajski, and he'll be wondering where that's been for the previous 7 legs.
Well, if he can wake up and start producing his usual stuff all of a sudden, the way that Noppert's been playing as well in this match, it's not beyond the realms of possibility for a comeback from this
99
position.
He might only have to go 15 darter, 18 darter, 15 darter. That's, that might be all that's needed here against Danny Noppert, because Danny Noppert is typically taking about 6 visits to see things off. He's got to break throw twice, Christoph Ratajski. There you go. We've had 2 15 darters. Everything else has taken 6 visits or more. So if Christoph, and this is a guy who regularly averages around about that 100 mark, if he can go 15 darter, 18 darter, 15 darter, the likelihood is he could turn this around from a very, very unlikely position where he's averaging less than 80.
59.
Well, he could, but Noppert looking to try and slam the door shut.
140.
No real concern about leaving a bogey number, because Christoph, even a maximum, is not going to leave him on a finish. Have to leave him on exactly the same.
100.
Sometimes it takes away the temptation of going for it and then ending up 25 in the next visit.
65.
Yeah, use the 25 there to leave a 2-darter.
Yeah, a couple of sensible darts, visits from Danny Noppert there as he tries to close this one out.
59.
Again, a trebleless visit from Ratajski, and it means that there's 2 visits from here for Danny Noppert, if he needs them. He may do, the way he's finished. Dear. Baleful glare from Noppy.
We said you can't play for time in darts, but this leg has had that feel about it, hasn't it? I'm just going to get to the finish line and wait for the referee to blow the whistle. Now Ratajski is making some kind of move, but it may well be too little too late in this leg and indeed in this tournament.
97. Danny requires
the Dutchman wants double 18 to wrap up a victory against the world master Christoph Ratajski, who just was not at the races in that one. Danny Noppert moved through to the second round. He'll be here on Sunday. We've got 5 more matches this afternoon. The next one between 2 rising stars on the PDC circuit, Nathan Aspinall and Steve Lennon. That's coming next, but we will hear from Danny Noppert, who's just seen off Christoph Ratajski. 6-3.
Danny Noppert setzt sich durch. Braucht noch diesen einen Dart. Der Erfolg über Christoph Ratajski. Damit steht in der 2. Runde und wird es dann morgen mit Menzo Suljovic zu tun bekommen. Ja, das sind so Partien, die am Ende auch einfach gewonnen werden müssen. Und die Jungs da unten, die kämpfen um jeden Flight, der von den Spielern zugeworfen wird. Mal hören, was Danny selbst sagt. Danny, congratulations. You need to win those matches, you know? That's all about.
Sorry?
I said you just need to win those matches. It was not the best match you played ever, but no. But you need to win those.
I need to come over my nervous to play every weekend for so big crowd. Yeah, it means a lot for me, but I want to let myself see to the people, and yeah, and
So you're not used to it. Are you nervous then? Or is it exhausting to play in front of so many people?
yeah, I'm nervous every time, but I need to learn every week, and we will see in the future.
Menzo Suljovic is the next one. A man from out of the Premier League.
Yeah, I played him before on the Grand Slam. I win against him. I play, I think, my best match ever on stage, and yeah, but yeah, I need to the next one.
Cool. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Danny Noppert. Das ist für ihn komplett neu. So eine Kulisse gibt es bei der BDO vielleicht einmal im Jahr. Hier hat er das Woche für Woche.